Alright guys, this is Nicole from Organic Nordes, and Organic Nordes is a holistic hair care salon that is located in Suitland, Maryland, and I just finished retightening my customer Sisterlocks, and as you can see, her Sisterlocks is, let me see if I can get it closer. Okay, so all her Sisterlocks is being retightened. There we go. Clean parts. And now I'm going to go ahead and style her Sisterlocks. She's been wearing her Sisterlocks for at least a year now. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and style it up. I asked her if she wanted me to style her hair. She said, I don't care. You know, I don't really get to okay, the camera wants to focus on some food, and I don't want the camera to focus on food. So I'm hoping that the camera stopped focusing on food. So what I did was section each section of her hair while I'm retightening her hair. And now, I'm going to tell you, to wear small Sisterlocks like these ones, they're pretty small, it's best if you're going to someone that is, and you got very, very small Sisterlocks, do not have them interlock your hair too tight. Because if you interlock your hair too tight, then what will happen, for you to wear these type of locks for the next 7 years, 5 years or so, it will start breaking because it's too small. So don't let them interlock your roots when they're interlocking the roots from the new growth too tight. Make sure it's nice, it's light, it's fluffy, enough for it to start locking the new growth and moving on. So I'm going to style the back of her hair and then put china bumps in the front so she'll have like a French braid in the back. And you know, her locks is still premature, of course, even though it's locking pretty good, it's still premature. What I normally do with her locks, and just like everybody else, they call the hair milk cracked milk. I'm going to use the hair milk and I'm going to spray. And normally it makes it light and fluffy, bouncy, and let all the hair fall into place. This way she don't have to use anything else for the rest of the week or probably 2 weeks or so, because she's not going to need to. The hair milk helps the ends from not shedding. If you're wearing Sisterlocks in the beginning, how some people here like to shed, and it makes the hair from not shedding. Okay? So if you see that, it's fluffy, and now she can get her style. Okay? But before that, sometimes the clients have very dry scalp. So I'm going to go ahead and put the peppermint oil, the peppermint vitamin E oil, that is made from castor oil. It's very liquidy. And I'm going to rub it in my hand, because with Sisterlock customers, I like to rub it in the palms of my hands and just goes around. The front of her hair is my main concern because that part is thin. So I take the castor oil with the vitamin E and peppermint in it, and I rub it very gently. When you are wearing locks, it is not good to overpower your hair with oil, or make sure you're not using grease that cuts your locks off, because that is very important. So as you can see, I'm massaging her scalp And also put a little bit on those ends, because the ends of your locks, if you don't put oil or condition on the ends of your locks, they will break and they will shrivel up. So make sure you're using a good shampoo in the beginning. She's been using the Nordilock, the Jamaican ginger lime shampoo that we have here, that we make here in our facility, in our kitchen lab. And that's all she uses. I don't know if she washes her hair at home. She just shook her head. No, she don't wash her hair at home. So she waited till she come in here, and I go ahead and wash and take care of her hair. So that oil is very good to put in your hair. Do not pride yourself, guys, from not putting oil in your Sisterlock. However, make sure you talk to your technician before you decide to do these things, because your hair can slip from anything that you put in your hair. And it's not every oil is designed to put in your hair. All right, so since I'm giving her a French in the back, and I'm going to put some bounty knots, and tomorrow she can take those out. What I'm going to do right now, and then when she come back next time, I might just add some dreadlock extensions on the ones that's short, because this is really short. I like to see my customers leave with nice length, and sometimes they don't mind me putting a dreadlock extension on it. It's not going to break your Sisterlock for you to have 1 and 2 short pieces of your locks extended. That's a no-no. And also, it depends on your hair. Everybody here is not good for extensions. So once again, you have to come in for a consultation here at Organic Nordas in order for you to get that type of service on your Sisterlocks. So I'm going to go ahead and put some twists in her hair. Just make it simple. Because really and truly, I'm trying to put her hair in some French braids. And I'm not going to really pay attention too much to that side, because I don't want her to able to take it out and her locks is breaking, because she do have fine locks. Another thing, when you are styling Sisterlocks, it's not good to put a lot of pressure on the locks. It's not really good, especially if you just retighten your hair and you go home. And I know you guys like to style it and do all kind of stuff. Sisterlocks is like wearing your natural hair in little strands. So be careful. So I'm not, even though I'm wrapping it around, I am not actually locking it in her hair. And I'm going to go ahead and just go around in a circle very lightly. This is just a simple hairstyle. And when I get to the ears, then I will stop that area. So see, I wrapped it around, but I'm not going to lock it in. With the French braid, that will take care of that. So all I did was just twist it like a flat twist, very gently, not heavy. And if you want to follow the lines, if you can see, here we go. And the lines are there. Get a close-up. There go her lines. So if you want to follow the lines, then you can do so. And just basically pick it up. And I'm just going to wrap 2 or 3 of her Sisterlock strands. And that's what I call these strands. Sisterlocks are single strands that is woven with a interlock tool, and it matures as it goes. Okay, so that's what Sisterlocks are. These are single strands that is woven with a tool. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go in the back, and I'm just going to add a French twist, or just a wrap. And I think I will do the wrap in her hair. I know you guys can't see too much because the camera is not coming up. Here it goes. And I'm picking up some in the back. And yes, even though the whole thing is not to make her hair too tight. So I'm going to gently pick this up because when I do mine, I know how it's snagged on both sides. So I gently and very lightly pick this up on both sides of the hair. And just kind of bring it over with my hand. And all I'm doing is basically picking it up from side to side. That way she won't feel any pressure. And if you're styling someone's hair, especially if they have locks, just basically ask them. If they're not saying anything, that means they're comfortable. But some people think, oh yeah, the tighter the style is, the longer it lasts. That's a lie. You can cause a lot of damage and a lot of breakage to a person's hair if you have it too tight, and that's not a good thing. So don't tighten up on the hair. Bring it around very lightly. Doing these small locks do not take a lot for styling. There we go. You have to have the camera to focus. Not on me. Focus on her. Your camera, focus on her, not on me. Can you just focus on her? Okay, so, like I was saying, when you're doing these types of locks and you're styling them, you don't need to put a big stress on these locks. You can just go into it and style them. And you won't have to put too much strain on them. I'm sorry, I lost my thought of thinking just now. I lost my thinking just now because I just went out of range. Okay, so as I continue to just wrap over in a crisscross, and see, it's simple, and this normally lasts. She probably don't need to take it out at all because it does last. And I'm just going to use this and wrap it around and basically tuck it inside very gently, and just have to keep tucking it in until it actually goes in. And that's how the back looks. Pick it up. There we go. Very simple, and then I'm going to put some China bump right here in the front of her hair. The front of her hair is very thin, so when I interlock the front of her hair, I leave a little bit of loose. That way she can always wear her locks for a long time to come, so it don't pop. So it's very loose. All I do is just two, and that's it. The whole purpose is for her to wear her locks and not for them to break or damage. Okay? All right. Or she can just take some rollers and put in there, and then it'll go around. So I'm going to just put some China bumps in her hair so she can skedaddle. So she can go. And I have a little bit of olive oil mousse. And the type of China bumps I like to do in my Sisterlocks is 2-strand twist it first. And then wrap it. I know you guys can't see me too much with this camera because this camera does not allow a lot from the angle that I'm doing this from. And I'm just going to wrap it around. So after I 2-strand twist, I wrap it around, and also be careful on the tightening on how you are wrapping. So I do the 2-strand twist in her hair. And after I put the 2-strand twist in her hair, then I wrap it around. So there we go. I'll hold the roots and take my big finger in between that so it won't be a lot of pressure. So my big finger is forming a hole and it is wrapped. Okay, so this is Nicole from Organic Nordaz. And you can also check out the milk at oknzskinbeauty.com/Spotify. So we're shopping cart now is on Spotify, and hopefully that shopping cart will work for me. Thank you. If you want to get your Sisterlocks done, and the camera keeps zooming. If you want to get micro locks, sister locks, any type of locks, then you can give us a call. Don't be confused. The difference between getting the locks, micro locks, is not to use the sister lock tool. So don't be confused, and we do charge less than sister locks if you get the micro locks done. Only $100 difference. Only $100 difference. So. Here we go. So, bye.